Thank you, Houston, for making Channel 2 News at 10 #1. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 5.
A father of 4 killed in a hit-and-run crash.
My kids are asking for their daddy.
Tonight, his widow speaks out only on 2.
A memorial meant for innocent victims of drunk drivers is trashed.
Out of all the places in the world to do this, y'all had to come do it on my daughter's property.
A look at the damage and the determination to find out who's responsible for the vandalism.
But we begin tonight with a breaking news alert involving former Subway spokesperson Jared Fogle. Multiple reports out of Indianapolis say Fogle is expected now to plead guilty to possessing child pornography. Fogle is expected to accept a plea deal tomorrow. You may recall that federal agents raided Fogle's home in early July. Investigators seized several computers and DVDs as part of a child porn investigation. We'll have more at the bottom of the hour on the NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Now to more breaking news that we first brought you during our newscast at 4 o'clock today. A woman wanted on human trafficking accusations leads U.S. Marshals and police on a chase ending in front of a Sharpstown restaurant. Good evening. I'm Lauren Freeman.
I'm Bill Biessa. Thank you for joining us. Only on 2 tonight, Channel 2's Sion Rhodes is joining us live along the Southwest Freeway at Bel Air with the newest information she has tonight. Sion?
And they did successfully take that woman into custody after a brief chase involving both HPD officers and a U.S. Marshal. The Marshal's office here in town getting a call from Jim Wells County, that's about 3.5 hours south of here, saying they were looking to locate Jennifer Zamora. She was wanted for a warrant for human trafficking. She had been arrested last year after being caught with 15 undocumented immigrants in her vehicle. They located her here in Houston at some apartments off Bella Reeve Drive, not far from here. That's when the chase began and ended here in this Taco Cabana parking lot. The restaurant was not disrupted, but it was quite a scene when authorities did finally get her into custody. So in addition to those charges out of Jim Wells County for human trafficking, she now faces charges of evading arrest here in Houston. That's the latest for now. Live in Sharpstown, Sion Rhodes, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
All right, Sion, thank you. We are tracking the tropics tonight. Tropical storm Danny is brewing right now in the Atlantic, and it could be a threat for land.
Yeah, we better check with Frank on this right now. Frank?
Yeah, we have a few showers that we've seen across our area. You can see right now this is moving right toward the Klein. It looks like it's right over Klein. That little storm has moved from Katy toward the Woodlands in Spring. So a few showers, a bit of lightning with that. But honestly, that's about it. As we go into this evening, things are going to quiet down. We are watching the tropics closely. Tropical storm Danny formed just today. There's the Gulf. There's the Caribbean. So clearly this is way out here in the Atlantic right now with 40-mile-an-hour winds moving to the west at 12 miles per hour in the general vicinity of the Caribbean. So we'll check on the exact track that we're forecasting coming up in weather. In the meantime, we are seeing a front that's headed into Texas. As that happens, it's really going to squeeze things as far as our moisture. We're looking for some big storms to move in here by Thursday. I'll have those computer model forecasts straight ahead. Bill?
Looking forward to it, Frank. Thank you. Only on 2 tonight, a father of 4 young children killed in a hit-and-run accident. Tonight, the mother of his children is pleading for her husband's killer to be caught. Channel 2's Mark Boyle joining us live tonight with more on this. Mark?
This is a picture of Steven Hernandez. He was run over and killed and left there. The person who did this left the scene of the crash. Today we are hearing from his wife, and she says some of the biggest challenges right now, the fact that there are very few leads in this case and no one has been arrested. Steven Hernandez was a husband and father to 4 young kids. Houston police say he was trying to run across I-45 at Tidwell last week when a driver hit and killed him and then left the scene. Jennifer Rodriguez is the victim's wife and pleading for someone with information to come forward.
We are devastated. My kids are asking for their daddy, walking around with a picture.
Police say Steven was found dead on the inbound lanes, and so far no witnesses have come forward with any information that may help investigators.
My husband did not deserve that. He has 4 kids, mom, dad, still, sister, brothers, and me, his wife, loved him. How could y'all hit somebody and do the things y'all did to him?
Meanwhile, the victim's family says it's hard knowing Hernandez, who was a welder, is now gone, and his kids keep asking, when is daddy coming home?
I just tell him that daddy's watching over us. But my 4-year-old don't get it.
There are still a lot of unanswered questions surrounding this investigation, including why was Hernandez trying to cross the interstate the way he was to begin with. And investigators say they're trying to see if any TransStar cameras were on and recording at the time as they work to figure out who's responsible for this. From reporting live, Mark Boyle, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Very sad story, Mark. Thank you. New tonight, state lawmakers are launching a new review of safety in Texas jails after the death of Sandra Bland.
Channel 2's Sarah Donchie is joining us now with more on those proposed changes.
Yeah, that's right, Lauren and Bill. There has really been a lot of attention paid to safety in jail over the last several weeks. And a big question is that if that has something to do with the death of Sandra Bland inside the Waller County Jail last month, which stirred up controversy across the country. Texas jails under the microscope. Today in Austin, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick announced a new study to review policies and procedures in jails. Senator John Whitmire will champion the study, one he says comes at a crucial time.
We don't have to wait for hearings or new laws or a new budget for the Jail Standards Commission. We can declare an emergency today, which in my opinion we're in.
The study will focus on health and safety for inmates. There have been 29 suicides in Texas jails since September 1st of last year. Activists say the study is a good first step, but worry that it won't address what they call institutionalized problems.
We have an overwhelming number of inmates or detainees in prisons and jails, and then the inability to effectively assess and provide for their medical needs. When you put those two things together, you're creating a really dangerous situation.
So lawmakers did not address Sandra Bland's case specifically, but say that this is a broader issue about making the system work more efficiently. Live in the studio, Sarah Donchie, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Sarah, thank you. Today, Houston Police Department leaders and family members said goodbye to an officer who broke barriers in the department. Senior Officer Edward Thomas's career with HPD spanned 63 years. Channel 2's Kathy Hernandez explains how Thomas made an impact.
It was a somber day for the Houston police community. Senior Officer Edward Thomas was one of the first African-American police officers to join the Houston Police Department. Today, after 6 decades of service, he's being remembered as one of the most respected.
In a moving ceremony, one of HPD's finest honored.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
Dozens gathered at Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church for Senior Officer Edward Thomas.
Mr. Thomas was a very smart man. He was very quiet, modest, and deeply private.
Thomas graduated from the Police Academy in Cadet Class Number 1 in 1948 and served during a time of discrimination.
When he was denied the ability to drive a police car or attend roll call with his white counterparts.
Mr. Thomas was not wanted in the community because he was the police. He was not wanted on the police force because he was black.
But he overcame those challenges and worked for HPD 63 years, retiring just 4 years ago at the age of 92. 3 weeks ago, the department renamed its headquarters in his honor. To say a final goodbye, officers stood at salute. Helicopters flew above, and a horse-drawn carriage carried him away, all for a man who paved the way for future police officers.
Mr. Thomas understood the fact that he was opening doors for others, and failure was not an option for him.
Thomas was buried at the Houston National Cemetery in a private ceremony. Reporting in 3rd Ward, Kathy Hernandez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
We have another update on the return of Bluebell ice cream. Randall's says it will carry Bluebell beginning on August 31st. Bluebell Creameries made the announcement on its return yesterday. Kroger said it too will be stocking Bluebell on the 31st. Houston, Brenham, and Austin are the first cities that will see Bluebell come back. We're following another breaking news alert right now. State Attorney General Ken Paxton has been re-indicted on securities charges. Now, we're told the charges are still the same, but that the wording on the documents needed to be changed for some reason. Paxton is accused of receiving commissions to solicit investors for a Texas computer company, but he did not reveal that he was receiving commissions, and that is a violation.
New at 5 now, a family upset after a memorial constructed to remember their daughter and others killed in drunk driving crashes is vandalized. Channel 2's Haley Hernandez is in Cypress now with a story you'll see only on 2.
This entire lot is littered with alcohol bottles at a site that's supposed to memorialize people killed by drunk drivers. Now this organization is looking to press charges.
Mark Rodriguez knows the kind of pain nobody wants to identify with.
I've really thought I've seen it all until they knocked on our door. Our daughter Krista was killed by a drunk driver.
He buried his 22-year-old daughter 5 years ago and endured the trial of the drunk driver who ended her life, and he calls this an insult.
Out of all the places in the world to do this, y'all had to come do it on my daughter's property. It's sand being kicked in my face, in our organization's face. They picked the wrong guy in the wrong organization to be kicking sand in, because we will find them, and we're going to prosecute.
They're reviewing surveillance footage now from a nearby business to help catch the vandals who made ruts in the land, damaged their trailer, left Jell-O shot containers and alcohol bottles on the memorial that he formed with the cars belonging to Emily Jones, HPD officer Kevin Will, Tammy Rhodes, Ebony Harris, Alyssa Munoz, and Brett Suarez, all of whom were killed by drunk drivers.
To the public, it's a dent in the trailer. It's not to me or my family.
They estimate the vandals did about $1,800 in damage. I'm reporting from Cyprus. Haley Hernandez, KPRC Channel 2 News.
A consumer alert tonight. It's being called the largest launch in 20 years for a laundry room essential.
What General Electric is changing to its washing machines coming up.
I'm Simone Eli here at NRG Stadium, where Astros shortstop Carlos Correa made a guest appearance at Texans training camp this morning. We'll have more on that coming up next on Channel 2 News at 5 o'clock.
It's a new school year, a fresh start. Back to the early mornings, early risers, and not so early risers. Back to the backpacks and little snacks.
The bus stops and last-minute science projects.
First days and field trips.
Back to school.
When you're firing on all cylinders, so are we. So reset,
recharge,
and rock this school year.
Get back to your routine with Channel 2 News today.
Mattress Firm is proud to be Houston's #1 mattress retailer for over 29 years. Visit mattressfirm.com to find a store near you today.
JEXA Energy's everyday, every night low price electricity plan is exactly what it says it is. An everyday, every night low price electricity plan with no free electricity gimmicks. That's easy to understand. That's right, no keeping track of when you use electricity, day or night. So sign up today at jexaenergy.com or call 866-510-JEXA. You'll pay a great low price all the time. Make the smart choice. JEXA Energy.
This school year, 95% of students will go online to do their homework. Can your internet keep up? Only Xfinity from Comcast delivers the fastest, most reliable in-home Wi-Fi, so everyone can work online at the same time.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Get your geek on. Switch to the X1 Double Play, now just $69.99 a month for a year with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. Or ask how to step up to a triple play and get $250 back. Call or go online today.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now during the GMC Summer Sell Down, get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select Sierra models in stock the longest. That's over $10,000 on this Sierra.
At Houston Center for Laser Spine Surgery, our goal is to achieve the best results for every patient with the least invasive techniques possible, including stem cell technology. Whether you require stem cell treatments, an artificial disc replacement, or anywhere in between, our doctors will get you back to being you again in less time and with less pain. At Houston Center for Laser Spine Surgery, we focus on maximum results with minimal discomfort and downtime. Call 281-207-8693 for more information.
Two of Houston's most popular athletes together today, and we're talking about two stars who aren't normally seen together because they play different sports.
But they're superstars. They really are. J.J. Watt and Carlos Correa we're talking about. Channel 2 Simone Eli is joining us live tonight at NRG Park with more on this. Simone?
Hey guys, yeah, Astros shortstop Carlos Correa showed off his tackling skills a couple days ago at Minute Maid Park, and today he was a guest. He made a guest appearance at Texans training camp, hanging out with one of his new best friends.
Carter out into center field. Altuve will win this ball game.
It all started Sunday with a tackle out at Minute Maid Park after Jose Altuve hit a walk-off single.
I think if the Texans see that, they're gonna take him out there.
2 days later, Correa made an appearance at Texans training camp, where he even showed off throwing a football with his good friend J.J. Watt.
It means a lot. He's a great guy. He represents the Houston sports, and he's the man here, you know, and it's always good to talk to him, learn from him, and he always tells me, hey, keep working hard, keep making us proud. So it's really good to talk to him and get to see him.
And Watt is making headlines today himself with the release of new Gatorade commercials, which of course has his teammates entertained.
What is he about to do? He ain't that strong. He wish he was this strong. Now maybe Vince could have picked it up, but not JJ.
I keep trying to get him to get me in one of them so I can get something out of it, you know, but I guess everybody's saying no, or he's just lying to me.
His teammates always tease him. I think my favorite commercial by J.J. Watt is the H-E-B commercial with his mom in the kitchen. That's got to be my favorite. Nonetheless, we'll talk to J.J. tomorrow and get his reaction on all of this when he speaks to the media. Reporting live from NRG Stadium, Simone Eli, KPRC Channel 2 Sports.
All right, Simone, thank you.
I just can't believe he could pick up that whole machine there. Boom. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was a prop.
Yeah.
Might have been a prop.
Hysterical.
Speaking of props, what's that behind you?
I know, look at this. This is a nice rain shower out in Brookshire today from one of my storm pins. Yeah, how about that?
That's that.
Dramatic looking, isn't
Yeah,
it?
It really is. It's got a nice composition.
Is that a filter or something on there? It looks ominous.
Perfect. Well, you know, it passed pretty quickly right through Brookshire and the Katy area. That's it right there. And then as we speak, some lightning with this. So if you're up in the Klein area, watch out. I'll zip in here a little bit. This is headed right toward Spring and the Woodlands. You can see right up I-45 south of the Woodlands area, but it's going to continue to head off to the northeast at about 15 miles per hour. Right now, Kirkendall, some lightning there around Spring Cypress Road, Don Lilly Drive. So if you're in the Klein area, you probably know it better than I do that it's raining and some thunderstorms as well. Remember that 95-degree streak? Well, it came back today. 95. At least we ended it for a little bit. 89. Feels like 98 at the beach right now. Humidity at 61%. Our Think Houston First camera right across the GRB. 89 feels like 99. So the humidity still in place. If you're lucky enough to get a little shower, temperatures are down. Katy and Tomball are at 90. Bush is at 89. 95 Sugarland, Huntsville, Brenham, Columbus. So what a difference a little cloud cover makes. Feels like 100, 103. 99 that feels like number at Hobby right now. Humidity all over the place because of the scattered showers, generally 50 to 60%. And a fairly strong wind today. Looking at south, 21, 13, 18, 17 miles an hour. This low continues to ramp up a bit. That's bringing in this Gulf moisture. It's between this low and this approaching front. Big storms up here in parts of Iowa. That front is going to continue to slide our way. It's not going to really come in as a big cold front, but it's going to squeeze that atmosphere so that we get better and better chances for showers in here on Thursday. This is Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and you can see the showers breaking out across the area. That continues into Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday will look a lot like today, so some of you will miss the showers, but solid 30-40% chance you'll get a little rain. But look what happens at 6 o'clock on Thursday morning. The rains really pick up. Then we go right to 8 o'clock on into 10 o'clock, and then things begin to wind down as we head toward the noon hour. So it looks like a wet morning rush hour and wet morning for Thursday. Heavy rain and some severe weather, all a possibility. Danny formed today about 3:30. Continues to move to the west at 12 miles an hour with 40-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be a Category 1 by Thursday. A Cat 2, 100-mile-an-hour winds into Saturday and Sunday. Still not to the Caribbean by then. And what will happen as it moves there is really the question. You can see all the spaghetti models do exactly the same thing. Push it west. What's interesting is there's a lot of that Saharan dry, dusty air sitting right here from the Leeward Islands on back into the Atlantic. What will happen when Danny hits that dry air is sort of the big question. But we have a long time to watch that. In the meantime, 89 at 7, 87 at 8. Notice the Sunset is 7:59, so we are below the 8 o'clock hour for sunset. That helps with heat. 70% chance of rain Thursday, 30% on Friday, 20 for the weekend, so it winds down nicely. And then 20% Monday and Tuesday, a little cooler, 92 and 72 as we head into next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But the big storms, as we've been saying, Thursday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but especially now Thursday.
Well, folks in the Woodlands been looking for rain. Looks like they're about to get some.
A little bit, not all of the Woodlands, but it looks like the central portions, yes.
Oh, that's good.
They'll appreciate it.
Yeah, they will.
Storm pennant.
Yeah.
Let's see what's coming up in our news at 6 o'clock.
Here's Dominique. She's in the newsroom with a look at what's coming up at 6. Dominique?
Bill and Lauren, a Friendswood homeowner, took quick action to defend his family and his neighbors from 2 would-be burglars. How he scared the guy off and why a neighbor says this surveillance video is a clue in the case. Plus, a man at the center of a sperm bank lawsuit testifies in court. The case he calls a nightmare he cannot wake up from, coming up at 6. And has your child ever told you that he or she is allergic to school? Well, it turns out it's actually a real thing. How to spot the signs. These stories and more coming up at the top of the hour on Channel 2 News at 6.
Turns out that nearly 500,000 night lights for children are being recalled tonight.
And big changes to new washing machines. Consumer expert Amy Davis explains next on Channel 2 News at 5. And all new tonight at 10, discount dental plans designed for every family. It's not insurance, more like a membership. Channel 2 investigator Bill Spencer reveals how much you can save on fillings and other major procedures and where to sign up. Tonight, only on 10.
But first, stocks were down today. Here's a look at the closing numbers from Wall Street.
Let's say your team is traveling or your client's in another state and you need to connect face-to-face. Now's the time for GoToMeeting. Join a session from any device. One click is all it takes. Share your screen, demo a product, give a presentation. GoToMeeting with HD Faces. It's a great way to build relationships, ensure everyone's on the same page, get buy-in, and turn business ideas into actions faster. Try GoToMeeting free for 30 days at gotomeeting.com now.
Gilman Guy rule number 36. Folks, this is it. Dust off your dancing shoes. This is the big one. The whole enchilada, the icing on the cake. Gilman's pulling out all the stops.
Right now, during the Honda Summer Clearance Event, lease a 2015 Honda Accord for just $119 a month at Houston's #1 Honda store, selling more cars and trucks than any Honda store in Houston. Gilman Honda, with 2 locations, Houston and Rosenberg.
Gilman Guy rule number 36. It's the cherry on top.
Gilman, it's the way to go.
Attention Houston! Starting August 16th, Metro will launch an entirely new local bus system called Metro's New Bus Network. The new system will feature more than 20 routes that run every 15 minutes or less, weekend service for every local bus route, and better access to even more destinations in the region. We want to make sure this transition is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Call us. Dial 713-635-4000 to speak with a customer service representative and get information on how your route is changing or to plan your new trip. 2. Visit ridemetro.org. Compare your old trip to your new trip on Metro's new bus network with our dual trip planner. Review maps and discover the latest information on the new bus network. 3. Take us for a test drive. Ride free on all local and Metro rail routes August 16th through 22nd. Discover a new Metro. Visit ridemetro.org or call 713-635-4000.
When news breaks, he's there at the heart of the story. When lives change, he's there to listen. When it really matters.
Tough 24 hours, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. You can depend on him. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're hearing that toll-free hotlines, those 1-800 numbers, could be a thing of the past.
And General Electric is out with what some are calling a revolutionary new design for washing machines.
Here's our consumer expert, Amy Davis.
General Electric has just announced its largest laundry machine launch in 20 years. The company showed off its 3 2015 models today. All 3 top-load models contain an enhanced agitator, and they give consumers more control over wash cycles and water temperature. GE says the washers are smarter and more user-friendly. They're also the largest Energy Star-rated top-loaded models available on the market. And Frontier Airlines has done away with its toll-free customer service line. in favor of a Salt Lake City phone number. That means some customers will have to pay to call customer service. The switch took place in June, and Frontier says it'll save the airline more than $1.9 million a year. Frontier says it's passing along those savings directly to its customers. And an app called RoboKiller has taken top prize in the FTC's anti-robocall contest. This app gives consumers greater control over how and when they receive calls by sending robocalls to a spam box that users can access at any time. The creator of the app, by the way, gets $25,000 for winning that contest. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Frank is back after a quick break with another look at your forecast.
We'll be right back.
Experience Neverland like never before. Win a family 4-pack to Peter Pan 360. Go to the Fun tab on click2houston.com to win.
Your play. It's snack time. Oh, look! Your play original now has 25% less sugar. Time to test it. How is it? It tastes good. Congratulations, Your play. You did it. Your play.
Learn here. Train here. Improve here. Start here. Go anywhere. Register today at hccs.edu.
Welcome to our clearance event with 0% APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
We don't have horses.
Yeah, we do. In this story.
I like that story.
During Toyota's annual clearance event, get 0 for 60 plus 1,500 special edition cash on a new 2015 Tundra Crew Max Texas Edition for a total savings over $6,100.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
With AT&T, the choice is yours. Only pay for the services you need to make your bundle work for you.
So call now to choose any bundle, like internet and home phone for $40 per month for 12 months with a 1-year term. Or start with UVerse high-speed internet and add the other services you want to get the bundle you need.
With UVerse high-speed internet, you'll get fast speed at an affordable price. Get wireless service and high-speed internet with a Wi-Fi gateway to connect all your devices and save on your mobile data usage at home. Add UVerse TV and get an HD Total Home DVR included for life with most packages. Cable can't beat that.
Call now to choose any bundle, like internet and home phone for $40 per month for 12 months with a 1-year term. Don't wait. Call this number today.
Go ahead. The choice is yours. Only pay for the services you need in your bundle, because with AT&T, it's whatever works for you.
What do you got?
A little rain. Got a little rain coming into the woodlands. They want it, so we're going to get it to them.
Want it.
You see those showers. In fact, as we zip in here, that is right at the juncture of where the Hardy Toll Road meets 45. So if you're in that area, you know some big storms moving through with some lightning as well. And of course, it's the height of rush hour. So keep your guard up if you are headed that way or have some loved ones headed home from there. 40% chance of rain Wednesday, 70% on Thursday, and then it begins to wind down, and we start to get that subtle bit of heat back here by Monday, 98. There's a chance for a little backdoor front to move in here on Wednesday and Thursday. That could drop temperatures down into the low 90s and the low 70s, and that would be pleasant.
It would, wouldn't it?
We would like that.
Yeah, latest on Danny at 6, by the way.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Frank.
And thanks for joining us. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt is next.
And then we'll see you again at 6.
Watch history in the making.